clicked this because there's something in your life you feel like you can't do. And this hit me way harder than I expected, because the thing that I thought I couldn't do was something that I loved. And by the end of this video, I'm going to show you why. Can't might actually be the doorway to what you're becoming. If you've ever felt limited, physically, mentally, emotionally, if you've ever been underestimated or quietly told yourself, that's not for someone like me, stay, because this isn't about hype. It's about identity. And once you understand that shift, you won't look at can't the same way again. 1. The thing that I thought I couldn't do. Running. Not dramatic, right? But if you ever had something taken away from you, even temporarily, you know it's not small. After dealing with hernia issues, I couldn't run consistently without problems. Walking? Fine. Living? Fine as well. Running? That's when it all flared up. And here's what I learned the hard way. It's not just the activity that you miss. It's who you are when you're doing it. Running clears my mind. It quiets the chaos. It makes me feel like I'm moving forward, not just on pavement, but in life. But when I couldn't do it, I started thinking, maybe I'm not that guy anymore. That thought, that's the real danger. Let me ask you something. Have you ever stopped chasing something? Not because you physically couldn't, but because you emotionally decided you weren't that person anymore. Yeah, that one hits. 2. The identity trap. Most people don't quit because things are hard. They quit because they change the story about who they are. I'm not athletic. I'm not disciplined. I'm not even creative. I'm not consistent. That's not for someone like me. I used to be the bad kid, breaking rules, not behaving, always pushing limits. No one expected much. Then something strange happened. At 5 years old, I could draw almost anything. And my dad, genuinely surprised, got excited about it. That moment stuck with me. Because for the first time, I thought, what if I'm not who they think I am? And instead of trying to be friends with everyone, instead of trying to fit in, I focused on being me, the best version I could build. And slowly, things shifted. 3. Doing what you can't. Right now, I still feel like I can't go full CrossFit mode. I can't go 100% intense. And yeah, part of me wants to prove something. But here's what I'm learning. Can't doesn't mean never. It usually means not yet, the way you want. So instead of quitting running, I'm seeking the best help, the best advice to move forward, the smartest way forward. Because doing what you can't doesn't mean forcing it. Sometimes it means building towards it. One careful, intentional step at a time. Michael Jordan, the basketball player who turned failure into championships, once said, "I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." He didn't say he was born different. He failed, publicly, repeatedly, and refused to let failure decide who he was. That's the difference. 4. The real shift. The thing you think you can't do is usually attached to the version of you that feels unfamiliar. And unfamiliar feels unsafe. But growth always lives there. When I picture finishing a marathon again, it's not about the speed. It's about becoming the guy who didn't quit. That's the win. Not the medal. Not the applause. Not the time on the clock. The identity. And here's what most people miss. You don't build confidence before doing hard things. You build confidence by doing the hard things. In the middle of doubt. In the middle of fear. In the middle of I don't know if I can. So to tie it all up, you don't grow by protecting your identity. You grow by stretching it. Can't isn't a stop sign. It's an invitation. The question isn't, can you? The real question is, who do you become if you try? I'm Elo Sanchez. Not perfect, not special. Just someone who's been underestimated and decided to outgrow it. Everything I share here has been trial, error, and adjusting and repeating. Drop a comment with the one thing you've been calling impossible. We here will support you on your way. Hit the thumbs up if this hit home, and subscribe so we can keep leveling together. Vamos, one tiny start at a time.